Fernandez entered the room and he asked me to sit beside him on his right side. And then, Kong Abante entered the room, sat, bar, end of the chair on the right. Kong Dan Fernandez put the paper he was holding on the table and told me, ito ang sasabihin mong statement na ito. Ito ang supplemental affidavit ni Colonel Garma. Sabihin mo, alam mo ang reward system.
Agoy!
I-confirm mo lang. I respectfully told him that I cannot confirm.
Super Pinas TV. Super Pinas TV.
May rewards ba sila kapag pumapatay sila?
Walang reward, ma'am. Kung
Walang
police
rewards.
yan. Lalo
Hindi
na
ho.
police. Bakit
Wag-
ako magbigay ng reward sa mga...
Paiba-iba, hindi po.
Trabaho
Paiba-iba po
nila
yung
yan.
sinasagot nyo eh. Hindi ko tinatanong yung mga pulis.
Oo.
Tinatanong ko po yung mga miyembro ng death squad nyo.
Ah.
Binabayaran ba sila kapag nakakapatay sila?
Wala.
Wala.
Nako mga Lods, nagsilabasan na kung ano ang totoo. Panoorin natin.
Kong Dan Fernandez entered the room and he asked me to sit beside him on his right side. And then, Kong Abante entered the room, sat, bar, end of the chair on the right. One of the lawyers of Police Karma stood near at my back. Kong Dan Fernandez put the paper he was holding on the table and told me, ito ang sasabihin mong statement na ito. While pointing on the paragraph on the paper, ito ang supplemental affidavit ni Colonel Garma. Sabihin mo, alam mo ang reward system.
Agoy!
I-confirm mo lang. Kong Dan told me to read the said affidavit. However, I asked the copy of affidavit he was showing to me to read it. He did not give it to me. The lawyer of Police Colonel Garma said, ikaw lang ang pwede magsabi niyan, sabi ni Colonel Garma. I was puzzled and I asked myself, why me? I respectfully told him that I cannot confirm. They are saying as I have not read the affidavit. We went silent for a while. And then Kong Dan Fernandez said, while holding the affidavit, saan ka pwede? Dito, noong 1999.
Lo.
About DDS. Alam mo to, pulis ka na sa Davao nito. I politely told him that I was not still with the PNP because I was working with the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology in 1999 that time. After some time, Kong Abante asked me how many years do still I have with the PNP. I answered, I still have 4 years before my retirement. Then he made a remark, pwede ka pang maging general. I humbly responded to him, masaya na ako sa ranggo ko, sir.
Agoy!
Pagkatapos nito, sir, uuwi na lang ako. At magtatanim na lang ako ng kamote sa amin. The cordial conversation between us continued. And I felt that they wanted me to convince me to do what they wanted me to do.
Agoy!
Then Kong Abante asked me where I serve as a chief of police. To which I answered, Mandaluyong City Police Station, sir. Kong Abante then persuaded me by saying, ikaw naman, Colonel, ganito na lang. Alangan namang walang insidente o pangyayari sa panahon na yon.
Agoy!
I answered, and I served as a COP in Mandaluyong during the COVID-19 pandemic. And there were less crime committed. And we did not receive any reward from anyone. I added that we only received funds, additional MOA or support fund from the Peace and Order Fund of the LGU.
Tama.
I then respectfully told Kong Dan Fernandez that anybody can debunk my statement if I confirm the testimony of Colonel Garma about the DDS in 1999, since I was not a member of PNP at the time. And I have no personal knowledge as to the reward system. Additionally, I said, the work of the policeman are noble and requires great sacrifice, even without the reward or award. It is our moral obligation and a call of duty to serve our country and people.
Tama.
Then Kong Dan asked me, si Colonel Garma, anong masabi mo sa kanya sa Barayuga? I politely told him I cannot comment on the case. When I respectfully answered him, sir, mahirap yan. Kasama kami sa nag-iimbestiga at hindi ko alam kung anong kinalaman niya at may investigasyon din sa amin, baka ma-incriminate ako, sir. After the discussion, they did not give me a copy of the second affidavit of Police Colonel Garma. I felt that I disappointed them. Kong Dan Fernandez and Kong Abante left the room, while I and the two lawyers of Police Colonel Garma stayed in the room for a while. I presume that they are about to present the second affidavit of Police Colonel Garma. I asked the two lawyers of Police Colonel Garma why they have chosen me. They did not answer me and just stared at me. And that I went back to the hearing room. When I went back to the hearing room, I immediately called the attention of Police Colonel Lito Patay, who were sitting behind the witness table. We proceeded at the back of the lobby area when they suspended the hearing.
Grabe itong si Dan, no? Si Dan Fernandez at saka itong si Abante. Apaka-demonyo! So talagang ititwist nyo ang katotohanan at talagang pipilitin nyo na kung ano ang dapat isagot ng mga pinagbibit-bit nyo dyan, gusto nyo talaga yun ang isasagot. Grabe. Bistado na. Kita mo naman, no? Bistado na. And klarong-klaro sa pulis na pinilit nila. Na imagine mo, ito daw ang sabihin niya, i-confirm niya daw na may reward system. Yay, napaka-demonyo nyo naman, Dan Fernandez at saka Abante. Ikaw, Abante, pastor ka pa naman din. Ganyan na ba ang nagagawa ng pera? Grabe, halata mo talaga. Yang quadcom hearing, yang quadcom na yan, halata, set up yan. Set up yan. Nakakatawa kasi they are doing everything para siraan lang ang Duterte administration at si Tatay Digong. Sinabihan pa nila ang pulis, pwede ka pa mag-general. Wow! Ay! So pag susunod sa inyo, iaangat niyo ang posisyon? Ay, iba! Sino ba kayo, Dan at Abante? Ha? Apaka-demonyo nyo?
Nagpapansinan na ba kayo ni Senator De Lima?
Wala maganda dyan. Dito lang.
Anyway,
Mr. Chair?
to be serious,
Yes,
on a serious
Mr.
note,
Chair,
sir,
I
think,
beg
Senator
the
Jinggoy,
SP
Senator
Pro
Rizal.
Tempore to lead us in setting the tone that this is not a laughing matter.
I'm
Yes,
not,
Salamat,
I,
Mr.
I,
Chair.
I was not joking.
I was just, para ma-lighten lang yung mood, Mr. Chair.
Ano?
Anyway, on a serious note,
Yes, okay.
Mr.
Continue.
President, how do you assess the campaign against illegal drugs during your time, Mr. President? Do you consider it as a success, Mr. President?
Mr. Senator, it is a continuing problem for the country and for the entire world. The drug problem is a very serious and pernicious, virulent ailment that the country is facing. Sa panahon ko and the previous presidents, yung panahon ko, hindi siguro ninyo nagustuhan, not you, yung the entire country, I'm addressing the entire country. Baka hindi ninyo nagustuhan. But yun ang style ko. Sinabi ko nga, I tried to do the best that I could. Eh kung nagkulang ako, pasensya. Pero ang solution during my time was a call of duty of the president. Ako yun. Kasi ako yung presidente sa panahon ko. At hindi ako nagkulang, Mr. Senator. Nag-warning ako lahat narinig ng Pilipinas. Huminto kayo sa droga. Bitawan ninyo, drop it. Kasi magkakaproblema talaga tayo. Pag nakita tayo sa isang kanto at naghawak mo ang droga, problema na talaga yan. So, yun na, nagkakaroon tayo ng problema. May patayan. But it was not a state-sponsored killing. There was never an official order to the police and the military and to the agents of government to kill. Andyan si Senator De La Rosa. Wala akong sinabi na ganon kasi abogado ako. Ang sinabi ko, yung sinabi ko nung natuturo ako sa Police Academy, that in your fulfillment of duty, yung elements of self-defense would apply to you pag you are trying to arrest a person Alam mo, ang trabaho ng pulis kasi, pag sinabi mong aarestuhin kita, hindi hinto dyan. The police must arrest and overcome the resistance para madala mo yung kriminal doon sa istasyon at mabok mo para makulong. Yan ang problema at naawa ako sa mga pulis. Hindi mo masabi, bitawan mo yung baril at pag hindi sumunod, sabihin lang ng pulis, o sige, bukas makita tayo dito, huwag ka nang magdala ng baril. Po, hindi yun ang tinuro ako sa kanila, nagtuturo ako sa Police Academy. Yan, lahat yan sila dumaan sa akin. Yan, because, yan ang turo ng sa College of Law. That's the law. Kung ano yung sinabi ko sa pulis, batas yan. Walang compromise dyan when you are arresting a person. If he resists, pag ayaw magpa-aresto, you have to overcome him. His resistance. Ngayon, pag lumaban, nagkaletse-letse, may baril, may magpatayan talaga. Kaya yan ang problema ng police, kaya naawa ako. Kaya ako rin nandito, guns, siguro, paano na rin ng guns, God sent yung invitation ninyo. Naawa ako dito sa mga pulis na tinatawag ninyo at inaano ninyo, yung trabaho ng pulis kasi involves personal contact. Walang trabaho sa pulis, sabihin niya, halika dito, bitawan mo yan, mag-surrender ka, sumama ka sa akin. It is always a confrontation, and if the other guy is armed, there will always be kamatayan or injuries.
Mr. President, if I may...
Yes, sir.
Kasi napapanood ko kayo sa TV, nung hindi pa ako senador, during your term, na meron ho kayo sinasabi, ubusin ko kayo, papatay ko kayo. Ano po ibig sabihin? Sino po yung uubusin ninyo? Sino yung papatay ninyo? Ito ba yung mga user, mga pusher ng illegal drugs?
Yes, sir. Lahat. Hold-upper, kidnappers.
Hindi lang sa drugs?
Hindi lang droga, sir.
Mhm.
Lahat po. When I was mayor, kalaban ko lahat ang criminals. Huwag naman yung mga staff, wala akong alam dyan yung mga cheke-cheke. Yung mga kidnappers, sa Mindanao po, marami yan. At yung mga lawless elements doon, when they go on a rampage, they take over the entire municipality. I-hostage na lang yung municipality, yung bangko lahat doon, hino-hold up, at yung police hindi makagalaw kasi nakapalibot sila and there are civilians. And they cannot start a war because the civilians eventually will be killed in the process. Pati sila.
Nung sinabi niyo pong uubusin ko kayo lahat, papatayin ko kayo lahat, ito ba ho yung naging resulta kaya marami hong naging patayan, Ginoong Pangulo?
Literally, yes.
So, pero wala ho kayong inuutos sa mga dating chief of police ninyo,
Sir.
chief of PNP na pumatay.
Warning lang na, istorya man lang yan, sir.
Chismis lang ho.
Alam mo, pagka mayor ka, o presidente ka, pag sinabi mo, hoy, huminto kayo dyan, masama yan, illegal yan, walang mangyari sa syudad mo. Pag sinabi mo, huminto kayo, papatayin ko kayo. Pag hindi sila huminto, of course, the police would come in. Sabihin ko sa police, pag naghawak ng baril, ito yan sila, dumaan yan sa Davao lahat. Koy, pati, ito, si Danao, lahat yan sila, dumaan ng Davao. Ang order ko talaga sa kanila, pag maghawak ng baril, patayin mo na para one less criminal. Bukas mag-hold up na naman yan, may poproblema na naman tayo. Ganon rin sa pusher.
So, Ginoong Pangulo, nung mayor po kayo ng Davao, do you confirm the existence of the Davao Death Squad?
No, sir.
Wala ho ang Davao Death Squad. So, ano po yung iniimbestigahan ni ni former Senator De Lima nung siya chairperson ng Commission on Human Rights.
Well,
Ang inimbestigahan po niya yung DDS, if I'm correct. Am I correct?
I don't know how the term was coined.
Senator De Lima, were you investigating the Davao Death Squad when you were chair of the CHR?
Yes, that was the
But
focus.
the former president doesn't confirm the existence of the Davao Death Squad.
That has been his position nung tinanong ko ho siya, nung nag-appear siya sa public inquiry, that there's no such thing as DDS. But there are people, there are witnesses who said that there is such a thing as Davao Death Squad. It may not be the correct term, or it may not really be or explicitly called the Davao Death Squad.
Who
but
coined
euphemistically,
who coined that name, that phrase, the Davao Death Squad?
I think it was media, it was certain sectors, certain groups.
But it was not the CHR which you headed before, Madam Senator.
We knew it to be as Davao Death Squad because of the various reports. But it did not originate from us, the term Davao Death Squad. What is clear to us is that there was this group of assassins, and some of them are actually part of the Davao City Police Office. And there are also the abanteros, the assassins themselves, with respective handlers. And already, Mr. Matubato and Mr. Las Cañas.
If I may cut you, Madam Senator, may quick interjection lang daw si Senator.
Okay, our rules on interjection, ganito ha, I will have to ask the permission of the senator who has the floor if you want. And then, please limit it to maximum of 2 and very related to the topic that we're discussing, okay? So,
Kahit one lang, Mr. Chairman.
1 or 2, yeah,
One
yes,
lang.
you want to,
Yes, yes,
okay,
please.
Senator Risa Ontiveros is recognized.
Salamat ka, Mr. Chair, and salamat sa SP Pro Tempore. Very quick, at the proper time, and this is related to the line of questioning of the SP Pro Tempore right now. At the proper time, I will ask the Chair's permission to play a never-before-played video that precisely talks about the Davao Death Squad, exactly related sa line of questioning ng SP Pro Tempore at this moment, Mr. Chair. Salamat,
May isa
SP Pro
pa.
Tempore.
May isa pa.
Salamat
If
ka,
you-
Mr.
If you
Chair.
permit it,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Senator Bato. Yes.
Senator, may I
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
interject? Lahat itong sa right side ko, dumaan ito ng Chief of Police Director. Puro commander ng death squad yan.
I thought there was no existence.
Trabaho ng pulis yan. Literally, hindi mo sabihin na, lahat yan sila, ko ito, si Danao, ayan o. Ayan o, nagdadasal kasi sa kasalanan niya siguro. Magkano bang, ilan bang pinatay mo? Dumaan yan. Ito, De La Rosa. Tanungin ko sila ngayon. Tanungin ninyo. Openly, lahat yan dumaan pagka police chief. Pati yan si Gamboa. Tanungin ninyo. Danao, kung may utos ba ako na patayin ninyo yung tao na nakatali yung paa, pati kamay sa likod, or assassinate them. Ang sinabi ko, ganito, prangkahan tayo, encourage the criminals to fight. Encourage them to draw their guns. Yan, buhay yan. Ayan ang sila, yan ang instruction ko. Pati yan si Kuy. Encourage, pati yan si De La Rosa, encourage them lumaban. Pagka lumaban, patayin ninyo para matapos na ang problema ko sa siyudad ko. Noong na-presidente ako, ganun rin sa command conference. Diyan sa Malacanang. Yan ang utos ko. Bakit ko pagbigyan important? Mag-criminal, they go after the innocent people robbing. Mabuti na lang sana kung aakyat ng bahay. Mayor ako matagal. Aakyat ng bahay. Magnakaw. Re-rapin yung bata. Re-rapin yung babae tapos papatayin. Kung ikaw ang mayor, how do you deal with the problem? Ano
Mr.
kaya ang tingin ninyo sa hindi I'm sorry to tell you, I'm sorry to express to the nation. Unforgiving ako, hardliner, alam nila yan. Pati police alam nila. They are not ready siguro to talk about it. Sinabi ko yan sa mga police. Tangina kayong mga pulis, pag pumasok kayo dyan sa droga, kayo ang mauuna.
Yeah, that
Mr.
was,
Chair.
no need to strike it out if that is the real way that the mayor then phrased his sentence. Okay, but
Can I just continue?
as chairman, Mr. President, fact-finding muna. General Gamboa, you were formerly Chief of Police of Davao.
Lahat yan sila.
Yes, answer. Yes or no? Yes?
No, sir.
No. Okay. General Danao, former Police Chief of Davao?
Yes, sir.
Okay. General Sinas, former Police Chief of Davao?
No, sir.
No. Catalino Coy, former Police Chief of Davao?
Yes, Your Honor.
How about Karamat, former Police Chief of Davao? Ha? Sa mic, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, para klaro. Okay. Sige,
just-
you have the floor, Senator.
Mr. Chair,
has the floor. Okay.
hindi mo ko tanungin.
Yes, we need to
Former Chief of Police ako ng
Because
Davao.
alam ko chief ka ng police, but former chief of Davao. Okay.
And Mr. Chair,
Sige,
kanina,
he's
you allow
allowing
me
you to
short,
say one.
short introduction. Mr. Chair, yung DDS, yung term ng DDS, siguro sa amin dito, Danao, General Coy, General Gamboa was never a chief of police but na-assign yan sa Davao, sa Police Regional Office 11. Ako, assign ako ng Davao as City Director. At doon ako nagsimula yung career ko sa Davao City. Just this weekend, Mr. Chair, in-interview ako ng mga media ng Davao nung umuwi ako. And harap-harapan, sinabihan ko sila, kayo kasi, mga media ng Davao, kayo nag-imbento ng term ng Davao Death Squad. Pag may namatay, binabalita kagad yun, Davao Death Squad, Davao Death Squad. Kayo ang nag-imbento ng term na yan, sabi ko sa media ng Davao. And later on, one of the media ng Davao, dinibunk yung aking statement. Sabi niya, sir, with due respect, bago namin yan na-create, yung term na yan ng Davao Death Squad, meron kasing isang namatay, sir, may isang namatay, binaril, may nakalagay doon na placard na Davao Death Squad. Kaya doon nag-start yung paggamit namin ng term ng Davao Death Squad. So therefore, sabi ko, okay, I will correct my statement. Hindi kayo ang nag-imbento, but kayo ang nag-propagate ng word na yan. So yun na, lumaki na nagiging ginamit niya. Pag may binaril, sabihin kagad, Davao Death Squad. Kahit na binaril dahil jealousy ang motibo, or kaya malaking utang, nakadispal ko ng pera, binaril, DDS kagad ang pinapalabas na term. So, yan na, lumaki na yung pangalan na Davao Death Squad, Mr. Chair.
Yan na po yung intervention niya pa.
Yan, ngayon na. Thank you.
Sige pa, before I return the floor to Senator Estrada. Doon sa umami na naging chief, sino? Chief Catalino Coy, naging chief ka. Danao, naging chief kayo. Do you mind or don't you mind having been called as the head of the Davao Death Squad by the former president?
I think he's just joking, sir. Pero kagaya nga po ng sinabi ng ating mayor, sir. In my stint of almost 3 years as the city director of Davao, wala po talaga yan yung sasabihin na you kill him, wala pong ganun, sir. So it's just a matter of taking things on your hand. If you will take it literally, yung sinasabi niya sa media. Kung anong sinasabi niya ngayon, sir, yun lang yung sinasabi niya. Pero yung kamong sasabihin niya na, Danao, patayin mo sa ganito, there's no such thing, sir. Na ganun. So walang ganong nautos.
Is there a danger that your men will incorrectly interpret what the mayor was saying?
Well, nung panahon ko, sir, as city director, I don't deny, sir, that there were some killings. Pero talagang, ang tao ko, sir, ilan din ang na-hospital dyan. Even in my term as my regional director of 4A in NCRPO and MPD. On record yan, sir, nasa hospital. Hindi lang, sir, nasa hospital, kundi namatay yung pulis natin. So, anong gagawin, sir, ng pulis? Pag ikaw ang nasa sitwasyon namin, sir, are we going to allow just to kill the PNP there? So siguro, sir, maging emotional man tayo rito, sir, pero kami po mismo is nasa front line in enforcing the law. Pero there's no such thing as sabihin na patayin mo lang si ganito, no. Walang ganon, sir.
Sige. Can we hear from Catalino Coy?
Thank you, Mr.
General,
Chairman.
Yes, General.
I mind very much me being associated with the DDS because during that time when I was the city director of Davao, it was really a problem for us, especially the unsolved killings. Actually, we had a case in Ombudsman because of that, because of command responsibility. It is really a challenge for the PNP to investigate those cases because even the relatives of some of the victims refused to cooperate. And we believe also, and there was a suspicion that there were really some PNP personnel and even some civilian individuals who are involved in those incidents.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Senator Jinggo, you have last 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You want something?
Yes, Mr. Chair, with the indulgence of the SP Pro Tempore.
Senator Risa?
Opo, Mr. Chair, kasi siguro napansin, pati ng former president, yung shock ng lahat. Bakit, sir, yan ba ang trabaho ng pulis? Na pumatay ng mga suspected criminals? Sir, yung mic nyo.
Pag lumaban. Bakit
Iba po yung pagka-express kasi kanina, so I had to clarify.
Bakit
Salamat,
sila-
SP Pro Tempore.
bakit sila
Salamat, Mr.
makamatay?
Chair. No. Hindi yan ang tanong ko. Talagang napaka hindi magandang impression po ng mga statements kanina. Kaya I appreciate the candor of Yusek Kuy at pati kanina ni General Danao.
Look, ma'am,
about it.
may I
Salamat tayo,
interrupt
Mr. Chair.
you?
I'm done, Mr. Chair. for now.
Kindly.
Go ahead, sir.
Itong mga to, ma'am, galing ito ng mga sa Academy PMA. Hindi ito mga bubo. Hindi rin ito papayag na utusan mo ng illegal. Doon nga sa academy nila, sa PMA, they are from there to, yung ano talaga yung batas. Kaya pag inutusan mo yan, sabihin mo, patayin mo, sabihin, sir, mukhang hindi pwede yan, sir. I tried. Ako mismo, I tried. Ako, marami akong patay mo, sir. Sir, kulong mo na lang natin, sir. Sabi ko siya, siguraduhin mo lang na hindi ma-release. Kasi gagawa ng kalukuhan yan uli. And they will mag-hold up na naman yan. Yan ang lalo na yung mga kaso na magnakaw, tapos mag-rape, tapos magpatay, o
Mr. Chair.
Can we let the President complete his sentence? What were you trying to say, sir? That
Yes,
pagka mag-rape, magpatay, magnakaw, magpatay, and then what do we do with them?
ganun na lang ang sadness ko sa trabaho ko.
Thank you.
Kaya hindi ko lang sinabi ko yan kasi hindi ko lang sila mautusan ng gano'n na gaya na sinabi ko, nag-rape ng bata yung pinatay, patayin mo. Hindi ko mautusan tong mga to. Sabi ko, karamihan sila PMA, hindi maniwala yan ganon. Sabi man, sir, mahirap yan. Kulungin na lang natin, sir. Walang dumaan yan sila sa... There was never a time na sinabi ko, patayin ninyo yan. Minsan yung harap-harapan sa crime scene, nakita ko yung bata, 3 years old, rape, patay, tapos nandoon yung tiyuhin. O sinabi ko, putang, patayin mo. Out of outrage. In the moment of outrage yung, putang, patayin mo. Sir, kulungin na lang natin yan, sir.
Ano nangyari doon, Mr. President? Yung insidente na yun, napatay nga yung tito? Pinatay? Hindi.
Hindi.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Senator Risa.
Alam ko po na matatalino mga taga-Philippine Military Academy. Hindi po yan ang issue. Ang kinaklarify ko po ay kanina sinabi nyo na in-encourage nyo ang PNP na i-encourage yung suspect na lumaban.
Yes.
Para mapatay, para
Yes.
masabing nanlaban.
Correct.
Correct.
Para
That was a very
ma-minimize.
incorrect.
Correct, yes.
Very incorrect po,
Yes.
if I may say as a
It's not
civilian,
a-
sa professional police.
It
Salamat
depends
tayo,
on
Mr. Chair.
ano na natin yan, ma'am. That's your view, that.
It's not my
Hindi
view
ka
only, Mr. Chair.
dumaan
Thank you for
hindi ka
putting it on
dumaan
record.
pagka-mayor, pagka-prosecutor. Ako, alam ko, dumaan ako, prosecutor, mayor, presidente, alam ko ang trabaho ko.
Yes,
Yan
salamat
ang
tayo,
totoo
Mr.
dyan.
Chair.
Hindi ka nagdala ng syudad eh. You never
Totoo
had
po,
a
Mr.
chance
Chair.
to solve the problem of the community.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you
Senator
for putting it on record,
Hindi tayo
Mr. Chair.
magkaintindihan dyan.
Senator Estrada has the floor.